16 Billy Beck, Jason's Boy $4, 10 about Pinky Bale, Amalia is at 14, 20.
Over 1,500 metres. Dan Malecki is the caller.
Set for a start, open race, and they're racing now. From the inside, Swift Encounter, one of the best out. Title Roll inside, it got out fairly. Royal Blue going forward, he's trying to lead. Vital King is up in the first 4 or 5, and then Carinia Habit. Next, Ascetic Ruler, who's back about 6th on the inside of Wesley Boy. Doff the Hat 3 deep and about midfield. Wesley Boy seemed to get checked off heels there. Sea Rhythm over on the fence, a length away Navajo Boy. They were followed by Red Again, who's trapped 3 deep. Malachi Crunch was 4th last. Jagurtha 2nd last, and Jet Express 2 lengths away at the rear. Swift Encounter at the 1,000, led by a length and a half to Royal Blue. A similar gap to Title Roll, who's fired up a little bit on the inside 3rd. 3/4 to Vital King, 1.5 lengths to Ascetic Ruler. It's 5th on the inside of Carinia Habit. 2 lengths away Doff the Hat on the outside of Sea Rhythm. Another length to Wesley Boy, and then Malachi Crunch, who travels okay, about 10 lengths off the lead. From Navajo Boy, 3 wide Red Again, Jagurtha 2nd last, and Jet Express at the rear. Swift Encounter running them along at the 600 and led 2 lengths to Royal Blue, another 2 lengths to Vital King. Title Roll ridden along, Ascetic Ruler getting into the clear. Then Carinia Habit, Doff the Hat lost ground. Running up behind them, Sea Rhythm. Wesley Boy was wide out. Malachi Crunch now ridden along but is back to the rails. Swift Encounter to the leader to the turn, a half a length to Royal Blue. Ascetic Ruler joining in now. Vital King struggling, and then Sea Rhythm, followed by Title Roll, Malachi Crunch, Wesley Boy. It's Royal Blue, Swift Encounter, and Ascetic Ruler with 100 to go. Royal Blue hit the lead. Ascetic Ruler trying to peg it back, but the greys going too strong, and Royal Blue will win it. Royal Blue wins it just on a length to Ascetic Ruler. 3rd in Swift Encounter, and then Sea Rhythm, Carinia Habit. Wesley Boy next. They were followed by Vital King. Malachi Crunch a bit disappointing. They were followed by Jet Express, and then Title Rolled Off the Hat. Navajo Boy, Jagurtha, and Red Again, who was always wide, has pulled up at the tail of the field.
Welcome back to viewers from race 5 at Mooney Valley, the night racing handicap. Mark Waugh has just put one away for 3.
And Hilton Donaldson awaits us.
Thanks, Richie. This is a big race. This race is worth $600,000, the Inglis 2-year-old classic. These horses were sold at a sale last year, and this year's sale is coming up on Monday and Tuesday. Horses had to be sold at the sale or purchased at the sale to be eligible for this race, and the purchase prices have been pretty good. Nothing too dear in terms of a racehorse. Top price of $40,000 for extracurricular number 11, but most of the prices between $16,000 to $20,000. So it's achievable to get a good horse and race for $300,000 first prize. 16 runners as a result of the big carrot dangling at the end here. And they're moving in well. Now coming up is extracurricular. We wait for For Love, also Pride of Piermont. It'll start from barrier 16. One of the Victorian runners here, prepared at Bacchus Marsh on the outskirts of Melbourne. The other Melbourne runner is Slavonic, number 5, trained by Mick Price at Caulfield. And Melbourne rider Damien Oliver is in fact riding a Newcastle trained here, horse trained here, Troon, number 3. Now Natch to move in. Just about ready for a start now for the Inglis 2-year-old classic. And the big field of 16 getting set. Will be difficult for those drawn wide here. The biggest fields that these horses have encountered in their brief careers. Now the last couple, Pride of Piermont to move in. And looks like the other one coming forward could well be Medicine. There's one riderless over there. In fact, it's number 4, Natch, which will come up to barrier number 13. TAB favourite in New South Wales is number 1, Laurie's Lottery, the Queensland galloper, at $2.90 for Laurie's Lottery. A firm favourite. He's drawn wide. He's drawn barrier number 12. He's had 2 starts for 2 wins at Toowoomba and Doomben. Now they look as though they're just about set. We're waiting for Pride of Piermont. Dan Brereton, Victorian rider aboard this Melbourne galloper. Goes into barrier number 16, a daunting task. And they're set for the inaugural running of the $600,000 Inglis 2-year-old classic. Stand by for a start. Often racing in the classic. From the inside, King Lotto got away scratchily, and first to begin with blistering speed, Try Gold on the outside, and it's going to lead easily on settling down, showing speed. Laurie's Lottery, Four Lovers going fast, and also their extracurricular. Then Zapatiato getting along the inside, followed by on the outside of it Forsaken Gold. Then came Slavonic racing a little bit greenly, getting a bad check. There was King Lotto. It dropped back and checked. Rolling Brook around the outside of them went Natch. Well back as Troon as they come up to the turn, being followed on the inside by Glorious Note, who's a mile out of its ground, and well back the others up to the corner, including Pride of Piermont, River to Me, and racing very wide as Medicine towards the tail of the field, and Magic Victory. 450 metres to go, and Laurie's Lottery took off. The Queenslander shot away. He's 3 lengths in front, coming over the rise in the Inglis Classic. Try Gold off the inside to challenge once again. Wide out Slavonic starting to run on, and deeper still is Natch, but it's Laurie's Lottery. He's blowing them away in the Inglis 2-year-old Classic. He's 4 lengths to Try Gold, who's swishing the tail. She can't do any more, and Laurie's Lottery is going away from them. Laurie's Lottery, the Queenslander, makes it 3 out of 3 and takes out the first prize of $300,000. He won the first Classic by 4 lengths. Natch has put up a big run for second, was wide all of the way, beat Try Gold for that position. Then Slavonic, followed by Troon. Further back, Pride of Piermont, beaten by the barrier, but he ran a good race from Magic Victory. Then came King Lotto, followed home by Rolling Brook, and then Medicine. Well back, extracurricular, Zapatiato, Glorious Note, River to Me, Forsaken Gold, and pulling up soon over the line was For Love, last in the Inglis 2-year-old Classic of 1998.
Laurie's Lottery, the unofficial winner there, but if it becomes official, he's a very big winner. Looked very good. Back here at the SCG, the umpires are just on their way out now. They put the lights on before the tea interval, and that was...
For the benefit of our Australian viewers, those are the dividends from Randwick Race 6. Laurie's Lottery, the winner, paid $2.90 and $1.60. Handed War. It's on 22 now, War 26. The Australians 2 for 97. Elliott and Taylor back in the pavilion. Time now for race 7 at Randwick, the Sportsman's handicap over 1,800 metres, and your caller is Hilton Donaldson.
And they're just about set for a start here in Sydney. Thanks, Tony. Runners are all in, 1,800 metres. The Sportsman handicap set to go. Larry Cassidy indisposed for the rest of the day. He's feeling ill. Kevin Moses replacing him on Calamba in this race, and Hedge in the last. They're off and racing now. From the inside, Chessmaster was first to begin, very slow by design inauguration, and also slow out and crossing over to the rails, Sharp Rouge at the tail, and Rock Point is going for the lead. The favourite's going to head them up here from Step Dancer on the outside. There's no speed on. Chessmaster is third and pulling hard around the outside. Calamba with Truly Halo going ahead of it, and now Step Dancer goes to the lead. So there's been 3 leaders in the space of only 400 metres of this race, and the pilot is Step Dancer, a length on Truly Halo, Rock Point third. Then Kane Solo fourth, followed by Chessmaster, Calamba. Back to third last as they work along the back, Chance Affair from Sharp Rouge, and Inauguration is at the tail of the field. The pilot here is going along nicely. Step Dancer leads by a length to Truly Halo. A bit more speed in the race now. Rock Point first started 1,800 metres is having a cosy run, third on the inside as they go on the side with 1,000 metres to go. His outside is Kane Solo. The first 800 in a leisurely 50.7. Chessmaster was back in the field on the inside of Calamba. 2 lengths away to Chance Affair, then Inauguration taking closer order, and last with 700 metres to go is Sharp Rouge. Step Dancer a length in front, Truly Halo chased along with a crack of the whip there as they go to the 600. Then Rock Point, Kane Solo. Inauguration is moving up 3 wide and coming into it strongly. Then Chessmaster followed by Calamba, who needs an out now. It just got held up as Sharp Rouge followed Inauguration around the outside of them, and last is Chance Affair. 400 out, the leader Step Dancer from Rock Point, who got out and came after it strongly. Wide out though, Inauguration is coming quickly with Sharp Rouge. They've come from second last and they're chasing Step Dancer, which is not done with. Step Dancer still about a half in front. Sharp Rouge on the outside is the immediate danger. Still Step Dancer shifting ground of his own accord on the outside. Sharp Rouge is starting to lunge late. Step Dancer, Sharp Rouge. Step Dancer's led all of the way. Brilliant front running ride, Chris Muntz. Beat Sharp Rouge. Third might have been Colamba, wilting on its run, Inauguration. Chance of Fair was next, followed by Chessmaster, and further back to Truly Halo, and Kane Solo and Rock Point were back at the tail of the field.
Unofficial winner number 5, Step Dancer, back here at the Sydney Cricket Ground after 47 overs. Australia 2 for 97. A very good partnership here. Good, hits him straight, hits him long. Good shot, good use. Dividends of race 7, 5, 7 and 6 the numbers. Step Dancer paid $12.40 and $2.90. New South Wales dividends.
Tackled by Stan Feed and his Planet Hollywood. Also won this morning, and I'll probably have it soon as Arizona touched Villa.
And good morning to you. I'm Matthew Browning. Thanks for joining us for Racing Review. Well, this time 12 months ago, jockey Jim Cassidy returned to race riding after a suspension of nearly 2 years. You'd think, after being out of the game for so long, the task of climbing back to the top would be near impossible. But in 1997, Jim Cassidy reigned supreme in the racing world, taking 5 Group 1s, including the Melbourne Cup. And just a few days into 1998, Jim looks like having another big year after winning the first feature race of 98 at Randwick on Saturday. Again, Cassidy's judgment was spot on, guiding the smart Queenslander Laurie's Lottery to victory from a wide barrier in the $600,000 Inglis Classic. And next Saturday, Jim partners Cat Nipped in the Magic Millions on the Gold Coast, and he can look forward to the return of the big stars from the Jack Denham stable in February. A full review of the Sydney meeting today on Racing Review, but first a look at the main venues for racing across Australia on the Saturday just past. They were at Randwick for the Inglis Classic. It was a big day for Greg Childs at Mooney Valley and a big day for Neil Jolly at Doomben. Group 1 racing at Ascot with the Railway Stakes, and we'll review selected races from Victoria Park. At Randwick in Sydney, the track was rated as good. The first race had just 6 starters. The favourite was the John Hawkes trained Dylan at 6-4. Hilton Donaldson is your caller.
From here, they're off and racing in the first event of the day in Sydney. Very slow to begin was Private Eye, and first away Mr. Honey wide out. Going through on the inside though, Quick and Handsome will hold the lead from one of the inside barriers. It's Quick and Handsome from Mr. Honey, and right between them on settling down in the leading group of horses came Pride of Gold, being followed in 4th place by Big Assignment. Dylan back to second last, and last of all is Private Eye. They go over the 800-metre crossing approaching the home turn, and Mr. Honey went clear of Quick and Handsome. Second now on the outside, Pride of Gold. Big Assignments raced 3 wide throughout. Dylan's kept him off the course. And last at the 500 is Private Eye, about to turn for home. The leader here is Mr. Honey, a half length in front. Pride of Gold in second place. Big Assignment third and wide. Dylan will have to come to the outside to be 4 wide, but he's starting to click up now of Dylan. He's making very quick ground on the outside. Still Mr. Honey, the leader. Big Assignments run the big race. Dylan down the outside. Between them, Pride of Gold, and now getting home fairly well from a mile back, Private Eye. Mr. Honey still in front. Big Assignments taking Dylan off the track, but he's still making ground, Dylan. Mr. Honey in front. Dylan wide out, has been inconvenienced by Big Assignment, and Mr. Honey will lead all of the way and beat Dylan. Third's close between Pride of Gold and Big Assignment wide out. Then
Of course, Damien Oliver was riding in Sydney on Saturday. He came up to ride Troon in the big race. His first ride was Big Assignment. It was an interesting assignment. He had it 3 wide all the way in a field of 6. Mr. Honey, number 6, it was a big improvement on his recent form. He's trained by Tiger Holland, ridden by Bob Alyssa. $30 and $8.30, would you believe, in a 6-horse field. Dylan 120, Big Assignment no third. The trifecta 2, 23.30, 25 to 1, 6 to 4, 2 to 1 on race 1 at Randwick. On to race 2, where again the Hawks team had the favourite favourite Crafty, 11 to 8 on, sitting in second spot as we pick them up.
Off the lead in the field of 6. Over the 800-metre crossing, Mackendale leads by 3/4 of a length on Crafty. There's no change and hardly any change to the margins between them. Since the last time we went through them, Key Issue is third, fourth, and moving up on the inside now, Tribal War, followed by Simba and Oh What a Dancer. On the turn, 600 metres to go. It's Mackendale and neck in front. The outside Crafty, 3 wide now, Key Issue in a packing field, followed on the inside by Tribal War. Simba and Oh What a Dancer pulled right to the outside. 400 metres to go. Mackendale quickly grabbed by Crafty, who cruised to the lead. Key Issue goes after Crafty. Right behind them, Tribal War starting to switch out wider. Crafty in front. He's having to be ridden hard. Key Issue on the outside is trying to assert the challenge. Crafty hands and heels again. Cassidy finding plenty out of him. Here's the hands and heels action again of Larry Cassidy. Oh, they respond, don't they? And Crafty ran away from Key Issue to beat him a length and a quarter. Third in was Tribal War. Then Oh What a Dancer, Simba and Mac.
Obviously, we won't get too carried away with Class 6 winners at this time of year, but Crafty might be an exception, might develop into a nice sprinter. He's won 5 from 7 now with that victory. Larry Cassidy on board for John Hawkes, who's always had a good opinion of Crafty. 11 to 8 on he was. Key Issue at 20 to 1 and Tribal War, another of Oliver's mounts, at 2 to 1 in third spot. 1-6-2 at Randwick on race 2. The third race was for the 3-year-old fillies. Great Shack was 10 to 9 on.
Colleen and first away from wide out Star Billing. Kiwi Bonus away quickly today into second place and is coming across to be one of the early leaders with Turak on the inside. It's going to ease and allow Kiwi Bonus to drive through and be the pilot. Then came So Sleek, who's fourth on the outside, followed by Great Shack, third last from Royal Olivia, and 3 to Cariad Colleen. 700 metres to go and Kiwi Bonus in front today. 3/4 of a length clear of Star Billing. A length away Turak on the inside of So Sleek. Great Shack is about 4 lengths off the lead, about to be taken to the outside from Royal Olivia and Cariad Colleen. On the corner, Jim Cassidy had Kiwi Bonus, the leader, a half length. Second Star Billing moving up quickly, 3 wide Great Shack. He's ambled up to join these leaders. In fact, he's gone to the lead here, Great Shack. He wasn't even extended to be equal leader, but Kiwi Bonus is fighting back, as is Star Billing. Great Shack 3 out the centre, trying to come back. Star Billing, Kiwi Bonus not to be denied on the inside, is still there, and late on the outside, Turak is coming with a great run. Turak has raced up. Kiwi Bonus the inside. It's Turak. Turak a half length to Kiwi Bonus and third Star Billing. Then came So Sleek.
The favourite there out of a place, Great Shack. In fact, stewards quizzed Larry Cassidy and also Great Shack's trainer John Morrish about the disappointment of that filly in that race. Both were of the opinion that she was short of peak condition and being first up from a spell and will be improved by the run. Turak was the winner, a former Melbourne filly. 2 out of 2 in Sydney, 4.92.40. Kiwi Bonus $2. Star Billing no third. The starting prices were 9 to 2, 13 to 4 and 14 to 1. Bob Alyssa made it 2 of the first 3 races. John Size was the winning trainer. And now on to the 4th at Randwick, where Famed was the 7 to 4 favourite.
Man taking them off the back straight. Chris Muntz has him a length and a half in front of Sir Robin, looking for a hat-trick of victories here. Third placing on the inside is Ramesses, and then out to Conquer, 1.5 away. Isinglass still midfield on the inside, followed by Royal Dismissal, Famed and Mine Eyes. They come towards the 800. And they race on the side now. The leader still Tarly Man. The first 1,200 metres was covered in 1:21.4. Second placing is Sir Robin. Third is Ramesses. Fourth out to Conquer, Isinglass 2 away, and they're sprinting at the 600. Then Royal Dismissal, Famed and Mine Eyes. On the turn, Tarly Man a half length to Sir Robin. It's being ridden with a whip now by Di. Out to Conquer's looming up 3 wide. Then Ramesses and Isinglass follows out to Conquer. 400 metres to go. Still Tarly Man joined by out to Conquer. Isinglass out in the centre is starting to run on, and he's coming quickly at them. Tarly Man still in front of out to Conquer, but Isinglass on the outside and Luke Levy have raced up and joined Tarly Man. They've gone clear now, and Isinglass is going to bounce back. 3 kilo claiming apprentice here, Luke Levy, and this has been a very patient ride. Good ride, in fact. And Isinglass won by a length, Tarly Man. 2 away third. The big improvement was noted in the huge plunge at long odds in out to Conquer, but you've missed money each way. He has run.
Isinglass, number 1, Luke Levy taking the 3 kilos off, brought that horse back to 55 from the Neville McBurney stable. Is a horse that's usually pretty hard to catch, but he does have a powerful finish. He was dropping in class from the Summer Cup back to that race, but he was too good for them. 11 to 4, Isinglass, Tallyman 3 to 1, and out to Conquer at 25 to 1. Race number 4 at Randwick. Race number 5 for the 2-year-olds, and Red Knight started the 7 to 4 popular pick.
One of the first starters. and is still reluctant to gallop, in fact, and first away was Red Knight going straight for the lead. Trying hard to hold it out on the inside, the Mike Petrovic trained runner Antaria. It's going to lob third now, is going up quickly to second, My Sweet Pamela. Then Heart Crusher, Corona Day wide out, followed by Singer, Tale of Izay, and in fact being pulled out of the race is Armada. Boss is most unhappy with that horse's galloping action. He's pulled it up, 600 metres to go, and Red Knight crossed over, led 3/4, My Sweet Pamela, Corona Day. Then Antaria, followed by Heart Crusher, Singer and Tale of Izay. 400 metres out and Red Knight with the blinkers off today. Oliver brings this short-priced favourite over the rise well clear. He leads by 3 lengths on My Sweet Pamela and hasn't moved a muscle yet. Now he asks her to go. It raced away. It's 4 in front. Singer starting to run on well out wide, and quickly getting into third is Heart Crusher with a late run through the gap and fighting on doggedly My Sweet Pamela. But Red Knight and Damien Oliver's going to win one here at Randwick. Red Knight untouched, won by 4 lengths. Second placing went to Singer and third in Heart Crusher, followed by
Damien was riding for Max Lees in Sydney on Saturday. Red Knight was his only winner. 2:20 and 1:30 stud. 7-4 favourite, was dropping in class and was just too classy for them. 8-1 Singer, 25-1 for Heart Crusher. A 2-year-old there by Geiger counter Red Knight. And that win at Randwick on Saturday puts him into the Magic Millions next Saturday in the interesting riding engagement. Wayne Harris, who rode at Ascot on Saturday, will be coming across to the opposite side of the country to ride that horse, Red Knight, in the Magic Millions next Saturday. He's owned by the same connections as Zephyrs, who won a Magic Millions a few years ago. On to the main race. It was the $600,000 Inglis Classic over 1,200 metres. Laurie's Lottery, starting from barrier 12, started the 9-4 favourite.
And by for a start. Often racing in the Classic. From the inside, King Lotto got away scratchily and first to begin with. Blistering speed, Try Gold on the outside. And it's going to lead easily on settling down, showing speed. Laurie's Lottery, 4 Lovers going fast and also their extracurricular. Then Zapatiato getting along the inside, followed by, on the outside of it, Forsaken Gold. Then came Slavonic racing a little bit greenly. Getting a bad check there was King Lotto. It dropped back and check Rolling Brook. Around the outside of them went Natch, well back as Troon as they come up to the turn. Being followed on the inside by Glorious Note, who's a mile out of its ground, and well back the others up to the corner, including Pride of Piermont, River to Me, and racing very wide as Medicine towards the tail of the field, and Magic Victory. 450 metres to go, and Laurie's Lottery took off. The Queenslander shot away. He's 3 lengths in front, coming over the rise in the Inglis Classic. Try Gold off the inside to challenge once again. Wide out Slavonic starting to run on, and deeper still is Natch, but it's Laurie's Lottery. He's blowing them away in the Inglis 2-year-old Classic. He's 4 lengths to Try Gold, who's swishing the tail. She can't do any more, and Laurie's Lottery is going away from them. Laurie's Lottery, the Queenslander, makes it 3 out of 3 and takes out the first prize of $300,000. He won the first Classic by 4 lengths. Natch has put up a big run for second, was wide all of the way, beat Try Gold for that position. Then Slavonic, followed by Troon. Further back, Pride of Piermont, beaten by the barrier, but he ran a good
Yes, the Queenslander, and a big winner for Jimmy Cassidy. He'd won at Doomben and quite impressively at Toowoomba prior to his run at Randwick on Saturday. His trainer, Mick Nolan, thinks that he might possibly be a Golden Slipper horse, and if he starts in the Golden Slipper, that could be his next run. He said if he puts him into the Golden Slipper, he'd like to have freshness on his side. Jim Cassidy, and that horse recording 1:9.8 from the wide gate was a terrific performance. 290, 160, Natch 580, Try Gold $4.30, 41.70 Quinella, 9-4, 16-1, 20-1 on the first running of the Inglis Classic at Randwick. It proved to be a big success, that race. Now in the 7th race, Rob's Rock Point was the 13-8 favourite.
Sharp Rouge, and Inauguration is at the tail of the field. The pilot here is going along nicely. Step Dancer leads by a length to Truly Halo. A bit more speed in the race now. Rock Point first started 1,800 metres, is having a cosy run, third on the inside. As they go on the side with 1,000 metres to go, his outside is Kane Solo. The first 800 in a leisurely 50.7. Chessmaster was back in the field on the inside of Colamba. 2 lengths away to Chance of Fair, then Inauguration taking closer order. And last with 700 metres to go is Sharp Rouge. Step Dancer a length in front, Truly Halo, chased along with a crack of the whip there as they go to the 600. Then Rock Point, Kane Solo. Inauguration is moving up 3 wide and coming into it strongly. Then Chessmaster, followed by Colamba, who needs an out now. It just got held up as Sharp Rouge followed Inauguration around the outside of them. And last is Chance of Fair, 400 out. The leader, Step Dancer from Rock Point, who got out and came after it strongly. Wide out though, Inauguration is coming quickly with Sharp Rouge. They've come from second, last and they're chasing Step Dancer, which is not done with. Step Dancer still about a half in front. Sharp Rouge on the outside is the immediate danger. Still Step Dancer shifting ground of his own accord on the outside. Sharp Rouge is starting to lunge late. Step Dancer, Sharp Rouge. Step Dancer's led all of the way. Brilliant front running ride. Chris Muntz beat Sharp Rouge. Third might have been Colamba, wilting on its run inauguration.
Sharp Rouge was certainly finding the line nicely, but Step Dancer all the way. Chris Muntz on board for Graham Rogerson. 12.40, 2.90. Sharp Rouge 3.60 and Colamba 2.40. 12 to 1, 12 to 1, 11 to 1. The other one that was in the market inauguration wasn't suited by the track and finished out of the place. The final event, race 8, the Gay Waterhouse trained Fantasia was the 13 to 8 favourite.
No speed on here. Fond Return was fourth. Fifth, the grey Wakulash from Run Rustic, Turn Me Loose, and then Eastern Star as they go past the 800. Further back, Novotel starting a run from Catapult. Well back as I'm a Freak. He's third last inside of Hedge, who's had no luck, and last is Praise Indeed. 650 metres to go. Duendi, the leader, about a half in front of Fantasia. Third, Riscala, but it's come wide to be there. Likewise, Novotel. Wakulash ridden along, followed by Rum Rustic. Fond Return right behind the leader, Eastern Star, Turn Me Loose, and then Catapult, Praise Indeed running on. Well back, Hedge, 350 metres to go. Duendi and Fantasia. Fantasia on the outside, put paid to Duendi. Coming after Fantasia is Novotel with a strong run, and Catapult is starting to pick up the bit and charge home. Fantasia in front, no good thing this. Only a half clear, Novotel, but the big flyer is Catapult on the outside. Catapult has catapulted to the lead, and Catapult wins the last. From Fantasia, a headaway third, Novotel, and Praise Indeed ran a bit.
Andrew Gibbons rode the last winner for Rosehill trainer Kim Moore. Catapult 10.70 and 3.20. Fantasia 1.70. Battled on OK and Novotel 3.70. 12 to 1, 13 to 8 favourite, and 12 to 1 on race 8 at Randwick. So the only jockey to ride a double was Bob Alyssa, who rode 2 of the first 3 races, but Jim Cassidy, by the same token, was pretty happy with his one win at the main one, Laurie's Lottery. Now, Hilton has given us some horses to follow from the meeting at Randwick. Natch out of the 6th race, Hedge out of the last race, and Turn Me Loose from the Bart Cummings stable, also from race 8. So race 8, number 11, Turn Me Loose. They are the horses to follow from Randwick on Saturday. And next Saturday, they go racing at Rosehill Gardens. Time for a break on Racing Review. We'll come back with the review of the program at Mooney Valley in Melbourne, where it was a big day for Greg Childs. Good to have your company for Racing Review. Well, with Damien Oliver in Sydney on Saturday, Greg Childs managed to narrow the gap quite considerably on the Melbourne Jockeys table. Oliver is still at the top of the board, but with Greg Childs' treble at Mooney Valley on Saturday, there's now only 4 winners between the pair. Damien Oliver in front on 42, Greg Childs 38, Stephen King's now on 24, and Craig Williams is on 20 wins, but still at least 6 months of the season remaining for Greg Childs to try and peg him back. Now, they were at Mooney Valley on Saturday. The track was rated as good. Royal Sensheric started the 2 to 1 favourite in the first race, and we had Dan Malecki calling the action at Mooney Valley.
And prior engagement in front, and they're not going all that hard at the moment. It's a length and 3/4 to Italian Affair. 2 lengths away, Frisbee on the inside of the favourite Royal Sensheric. A length and a half to Mr. Efficiency. Exciting Ranch on the rails. 2.5 lengths to Win a Musician. 900 left to go. Prior engagement in front. Greg Childs, the rider, trying to dictate to suit himself. And prior engagements a length and a half clear from Italian Affair, just away from the rails now second. Royal Sensheric is third, about 2 lengths off the lead. Frisbee back to the rails inside it, and then came under the whip Mr. Efficiency there. Just given a slap up to go on with. An Inter Musician coming into the race, but is coming out 5 deep. Exciting Ranch ridden along. Prior engagement at the 500 in front. A narrow leader from Royal Sensheric and Mr. Efficiency 4 out. 5 wide Inter Musician. Italian Affair looked beaten. Likewise, Frisbee and Exciting Ranch went past the pair. Up to the turn. Prior engagement still in front. Leads a half a length to Royal Efficient on the outside. Mr. Efficiency. Royal Sensheric is now under the whip, but trying to battle on. And then in a Musician, Exciting Ranch looking for the run. Prior engagement narrowly in front. Coming at it, Mr. Efficiency. Further out into Musician. Prior engagement still in front. And they're not going to get to him. He's going to lead all the way, Prior engagement, and beat Mr. Efficiency nearly a length. Prior engagement first. Mr. Efficiency second. Into Musician third. Royal Sensheric fourth.
Wasn't a great deal of speed on in the early part, so Greg Childs took Prior engagement to the front and then kept going. 6.20, 3.10, Mr. Efficiency 2.10, into Musician no third. Winning trainer was Jim Mason.